Hi, this is Dave in the IQ Center. This is the first in a series of tutorials on the program Potree. In this first tutorial, we're going to cover what is Potree and how do we use it here at Washington and Lee. So let's jump into that. If I jump over into a web browser, you see this is an example of a Potree web page. What Potree allows us to do is to display very large point clouds in a web environment. When we use our laser scanner to collect large data sets, it's often difficult to share. And so the main purpose of Potree is to make a web accessible version of the point cloud and be able to annotate it and to insert elements like polygon models. What you're looking at here is a point cloud model of a building called Or San Michele in Florence, and you can see it's made up of a bunch of individual points. This is normally very difficult to send to somebody to share, but here it's just you send them a web link, and anybody can view it on any web browser. And you can see in here there are not only our point cloud structure of the walls and ceilings, but we've inserted some polygon models that were collected using a technique called photogrammetry. So if I click on one of these labels, it would take us right to this model. And as I rotate around, you can see there are other polygon models that are mixed in with our point cloud. So this is an example of how we're using this. Other examples are available to get ideas on how this can be used. There's an examples page on the W&L 3D page, so we can. I'll link to this in the description, but here are some other examples. These examples can show you how other people use Potree, and also you can look at the code and find out how they did these things. This is how we learn how to do different features in Potree. So that is the overview of what Potree is and how we use it. In the next tutorial, we'll talk about how to get started exporting point clouds for use in Potree.